You can spread out. Come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Begin to slow down your breath. Letting yourself just be here. You're welcome to open your eyes or keep them closed as it's useful for you throughout your practice. And let's start by sliding arms overhead. Stretching out as long as you can through fingers and toes. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet. And then let's release and roll onto one side, bringing your whole body into a straight long line with the bottom arm extended, toes pointed. Make sure hips are in line, everything is in straight line. Top hand can be on the floor to steady you a little bit, and then let's squeeze the legs together and lift them up. Not too high, but really long. Reaching out, squeezing legs together strongly. This is for core. And then release legs down. Let's lift up the legs and bottom arm. See if you can reach out through the head, the tailbone, the fingers, the toes, but both shoulders away from the ears. And then release down. Take the top arm overhead. And then reach arms and legs up and out as long as you can. Strong core. Each little flip and flop is working those core stabilizing muscles. And then release. Let's bend the bottom arm, hand to your head, flex your feet, and then bring the top leg up like tree, as high as you can on your inner leg. And see if you can find your balance without the use of your hand. Trying to bring everything into the midline. So knee open, hips in, whole body in a straight line. Then reach your hand on the inside for your big toe and extend part way or all the way straight. Again, trying to bring everything into the midline. And this is a balancing pose, even though there's a lot touching the floor. There's a lot of core stabilizing muscles required to keep you in this shape. And then release, hand to the floor. Lower the leg that's up until it's about 6 inches off the floor. Reach out through your heel, split the legs wide. But see if you can still drop that top hip down. So it's not lifting up, it's going down. All 4 sides of the torso long. Breathing here. And then release. Foot to the floor. Hand that was on your head reaches for your foot. If the foot's too far, you might use a strap or bend your knee or hold your calf. And then roll open through the top arm. Again, really lengthening all 4 sides of the torso, especially top shoulder to top hip. If you want to add a quad stretch, you might try reaching your free hand for your free foot. You could lift your torso in order to reach, and then once you have hold, release down. Both shoulders drop. And then release. Roll back onto your back, bring your knees in, and take a little circle or rock, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor, letting go of all of that. Maybe give your legs a little shake out. And then let's spread out and roll onto the other side. Bringing your whole body into a straight long line. First with the bottom arm extended, toes pointed, and that top hand A little help for support, and then reach the legs together and up, squeezing, strong, strong core. Can you relax your face even with all this effort? Release the legs down. Now lift the legs and the bottom arm. Reaching out long, fingers, toes, head, tailbone. Release down. Take the top arm overhead. Squeeze the arms and legs together, lift up, reaching out. And then release. Let's bend the bottom arm, hand to your head, flex your feet. Try and find balance without the use of your top hand, and then come up like tree. Sliding that top foot to the inner thigh, finding your balance here. And then reach your hand on the inside for your big toe, extend part way or all the way straight, trying to bring everything into the midline still. Release your hand to the floor, lower your leg until it's about 6 inches off the floor. Kick your foot away, toes up towards your head. Release the foot that's up, down. Hand that was on your head reaches for your foot, ankle, calf, or a strap. Roll the top shoulder open and really drop down through that top hip. If you did so on the other side, you might try adding a quad stretch. Free hand reaches down for the free foot. And then release. Roll back onto your back. Even out your torso on your mat, little circle or rock. Shake out the legs a little, shaking the muscles on the bones, shaking your feet. Roll your way up. Let's make our way to a high push-up position. Set your hands shoulder width apart. Step the feet back. Feel your head in relationship with your heels, whole body in a straight long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down. And then come into your back bend. This could be cobra or up dog. Maybe taking it gently at first or exploring with a little movement. And then back to down dog when you're ready. Take your time. You might pedal out your feet a little bit or shift your hips side to side. And then drop your knees, sink back to child's pose. Practicing that as a good rest. Practicing letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog and then walk your hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Take whatever arm position suits you and any movement, sometimes a little jiggle or sway or shake out might help you let go a bit more. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Taking the time you need. And then taking the pose that feels like a rest for you. Down dog is one option. Child's pose is another. You're sitting on your forearms or knees. More important than the shape, coming back to slow, steady breath. Back to presence. Last breath here. From down dog, step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, arms high. Fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. This time from down dog, right leg sweeps up, bend your knee in and start circling. Go as slow as you need. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up, sink low. Grab your left wrist, take it over, side bend. Same thing other side, grab your right wrist, take it over. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back. Lift your heart. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Big step back. Warrior one, arms up. Sink low. Last breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across. Send it up and back. And then right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Sink low. Grab the right wrist, take it over. Same thing, other side. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top this time. Lift the heart, hips low. Release arms up. Tip forward. Standing split. Square off the hips. Reach that right leg long. As long as you can. Last breath. Big step back. Warrior one. Last breath. Release. Make your way back to a good rest. Letting go. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up. Come over to a side bend. Big yawning reach, keeping the chest open. Reach a little further out to come up, release down. Same thing, other side. Reach a little further out, come up, release down. Let's interlace fingers, press out through the palms. Take your arms up by your ears, shoulders drop, but arms reach straight, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. Relax your jaw, relax the muscles around your eyes. See if you can keep your head where it is now as you lower your heels. So you grow a little longer as the heels come down, and then release, unlink fingers, push out through the palms, pull your fingers back towards you strongly. You might even feel a little tingling through the forearms. And then curl from forearms down and in as if you're trying to touch your own forearm, and take a couple of big wrist circles, flexing and stretching all those little muscles of the forearm, both directions. And release, arms down. Let's bend the knees. Sink the hips back and down. And then sweep the arms high. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Draw the belly in. Shoulders drop. Last breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. From down dog, right leg sweeps up, big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Come into warrior three. Shift forward and find your balance. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release through your movement transition. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior three. Adjusting the outer shape so it suits your needs, and then really feeling, how is this? Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release through your movement transition. Back to your rest. Last breath here. Come back through down dog, step or hop. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. From here, rise up to standing. Bring that left knee to your chest and find your balance here. Right arm can be out to the side or at the hip. You can stay holding the knee or grab your big toe with the first two finger and thumb, possibly straightening part way or all the way. Open your leg out to the left, just at a slight angle, so you're still square across your chest. Bring your leg to the front and then opposite hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of the foot. Roll open through that top shoulder. Release with the front hand, catch with the back hand, king dancer, Natsvarajasana. Kick your foot into your hand, maybe tip forward a little, but more than anything, go up. Fingers, toes, head, chest, everything lifting. Last breath here. Step back. High lunge. Let's release. Make your way to down dog, however you want to get there, feeling what you're doing. Last breath here. Left leg sweeps up. Big step forward. Taking the time you need. Arms up. Warrior 3. Rise up to standing. Bring your right knee to your chest and take your time settling in. You can stay here or grab your big toe, straightening part way or all the way. Open your leg out to the right, just at a slight angle. Bring it back to the front, opposite hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of the foot. Roll open through the top shoulder, reach back. Let's release with the front hand, catch with the back hand. Last balance, king dancer, Natsvarajasana. Last breath here. Big step back, high lunge. And then take your time, make your way back to a good rest, letting go of all of that. Let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the back foot further back. Feel free to adjust the angle of your front leg, add any support, and then rest your forehead either on your hands or the floor or block, relaxing shoulders down away from your ears. Let's bring the upper body back up. You can lean to the right, slide the left knee forward, lean to the left, and then send the right leg back. Pigeon on the other side. Take your time. Releasing what's not needed here. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your hip, move it so you can lean to the left. This time, bring your right foot to the outside of the left knee, getting set up for a seated spinal twist. Feel free to do this with the bottom leg straight or bent. What works best for you? Right hand to the floor behind you. Left arm either hugs the knee or hooks to the outside of the knee. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. Release, unwind, and switch. Bottom leg can be straight or bent. Left hand to the floor behind you. Right arm hugs or hooks. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. Let's release. Take a little windshield wiper, letting the knees flop one way and the other, maybe a little massage to the outer hip. And then seated forward fold. Feel free to sit up on something if that's useful. Use your hands to support you, whether that's on the feet, something around the feet, or the floor. Each inhale, look for length. Exhale, look for folding. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. We'll bring soles of the feet together. Grab your toes or ankles with that grip. Lengthen and fold. Elbows could push into the legs, or if it works better, you can lean into hands or elbows in front of you. Let's release, come up. Keep your right leg more or less where it is. Open the left leg out to the side. Bring your right arm up and over. You can lean onto your hand or elbow on the inside or outside of that straight leg. Big reach out. Feel the fingers connecting to the hip. Let your head fall towards the floor and take the top arm out and down, dropping through that shoulder, stretching right side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up and then use that hand to lift your head. Let's switch the legs. Left arm up and over, reaching out long, keeping the chest open, both shoulders down, away from the ears. Let your head fall towards the floor, top arm out and down, drop that shoulder, stretching left side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up. Use that hand to lift your head. Open both legs wide, Upavishta Konasana. Bring your hands to the floor behind you or in front of you. What is there to let go of here? Doing just the right amount of effort, keeping feet flexed straight up. Walk your hands in, lean back, draw the legs in, shake that out. Let's come onto our backs. Bring your knees in, take a little circle, a rock. And we'll get set up for a couple back bends, starting with bridge. Feet hip-width apart, parallel. Press your feet down, lift your hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. Take your arms out of your way, roll down, rest. Let's take a few more back bends. You can decide how many, which ones, and how long you stay in each one. So when you feel like coming up again, let's take bridge, what we just did, or any other back bend you know or want to try. You might just come up for 1 or 2 breaths. Could be a long hold. Whether you're back bending, transitioning, or resting, feeling what you are doing. If you're still enjoying your back bends, keep going. There's no rush. If you are done, move on to a counter stretch. I'll suggest happy baby, but it could be anything that feels good for you. We are moving towards the end of class, so this would be a good time to attend to any needs you have. Feeling what you're doing fully. When you finish, just ask yourself, what now? Maybe you want to take an inversion, maybe a twist, maybe a restorative pose. Maybe there's a part of your body that could use a little attention. So it doesn't have to be limited to what you were taught or have done before. It doesn't have to be a yoga pose. It could be just movement or touch. Just keep feeling what you are doing. If you're still enjoying your active practice, keep going. There's no rush. If you are ready to relax, you can start getting your body and clothing and props comfortable for a symmetrical, relaxed position. And I'll talk us through a little self-facial massage if you want to join me for that. You're welcome. And you can keep doing what you're doing or just settle into stillness as you like. If you do want to join me, get your body as comfortable as you can. Take anything off your face that's in your way and start by rubbing the palms together, getting some heat and energy in the hands, and then place your palms over your eyes, sealing out the light, and encouraging your eyes to not only close but really relax back. You can bring your fingertips to the center of the forehead and start to rub from the center of the forehead towards the temples, and keep coming back to the center, spreading towards the sides of the face. Good firm pressure. If you come across something that's tender, you might hold it with steady pressure, little circles. And bring your fingertips or thumbs to either side of the nose, getting into the sinus area. Pressing and spreading towards the sides of the face. Finding your cheekbone and pressing along your cheekbone all the way until you get to your ear. Finding where your jaw connects to your skull and all the tender and tight places around there. Strong jaw muscle, little pressure point. Work your way along your jawline towards your chin. Give the chin a pinch or press. And then make a few big circles into your cheeks, massaging the cheeks into the cheekbones and teeth. Go back over any area that need a little extra work, or give your scalp a rub like a dry shampoo. You might give your neck and shoulders a squeeze. When you're done, smooth over your face as if you just washed your face and you're wiping away the water, wiping away any last bit of tension, and then shake it out of your hands. If there's anything else you need to do, take care of yourself and then settle into stillness and let go of the control of your breath. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and wrists and ankles. And then take a big stretch out through your arms and legs. Release, bring your knees in. And roll to one side. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. Sitting tall, we'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.